So it's time to move back in with my parents after living alone for almost 2 years, or almost over 2 years. At age 25, I feel like it's a back step. We gotta do what we gotta do. I was living alone here in this room for, let's say, 1.5 years. Before that, I was living in another city and I lived over there also like for a year, and then I moved into this apartment in this city where I live alone right now. And so in 2 days I will be moving back to my parents' house, and I don't know how to feel about that, because for everyone who's been living alone and for everyone who's been moving out of their parents' house, it was like a big step, and they thought, damn, now I can handle things on my own. I can do things my way, and I'm not dependent on my parents anymore. But when it's time to move back to your parents' house, start to think about, is this like a step backwards, or is it just a necessary step to move further forward? I'm in the process of packing right now. I haven't really started. I was just thinking about making this video for you guys, so I can talk with you about my thoughts on moving back to my parents' house. Yeah, so the reason why I'm moving back is I quit my job to the end of the year, to the end of this year, for the reason that I want to go traveling again. I will travel to India in a month. When I'm traveling in India, I can't afford having an apartment like that. So because you have to pay the rent and everything comes with living alone, and I can't afford that. So I have to move back to my parents' house, bring all my stuff there, storage it over there, and I have to stay also at my parents' house for this first period of like 20 days before I travel to India. Hopefully, when I come back from India, I will get as fast out of there as possible. But I mean, I'm kinda happy to live back home again for a while, because as a aging young adult, you see your parents age also really quickly, and you want to spend as much time as you have with your family, as long as they are there for you and as long as you are there for them. You don't know when the times are over, and getting the chance of living again with them for limited amount of time again, I think it will be a good time to, or a good way to spend your time. I think I shouldn't be scared to move back. The one thing I'm scared of is that if I'm back at my parents' house, how will I get out of there when I come back from traveling? Because I don't have any job that I apply to that I can do when I come back and earn money, and I don't have an idea what I'm going to do when I come back. I have to think about these steps when I come back from traveling, and I don't know how long that will take. Or of course, I will think about it while I'm traveling. But for now, everything is open, and I don't have any clue what I'm going to do after traveling. The fear of being with at my parents' house for a long period of time is there for me, because I don't want to spend too much time in the comfort of my parents' house, because of course you don't have, or for me, I don't have to pay for any rent over there, and there's always food in the fridge. And living with the parents, it's in my so how I experienced it, really comfortable. You don't want to be in that comfort for too long, because then you will lean back and just be comfortable. It's just human nature. Of course, I want to avoid that, and that's why I'm a little fearful, but I'm also happy to go back with my parents. Yeah, looking forward to see what is going to happen when I come back from traveling, like where I will move to next, where I will live next, with whom I will live next. You never know what's going to happen. And yeah, when you've been living alone for a long time and you enjoy living alone, you enjoy like your solitude and you can do whatever you want. That's the same goes for traveling alone. Like you can always do whatever you want. When you are on your own, you have all the decisions in your hands. That's something I really appreciate with being alone. And moving back with your parents, this one will get eliminated. So you always have to consider that you're not alone anymore, and whatever you do, it is someone else also in the house. There's a lot more interaction in your daily life when you live with other people. And with these interactions, they will also cost you some kind of energy. Of course, they can also give you some kind of energy, but if you try to be focused, that's what I'm trying to do. When I try to be focused, I need to be alone and I don't want to be disturbed. And when you live with other people, there's always a chance that someone interferes with your work and with your focus, and that's something I'm a little scared of like happening, but I'm sure it will also be fine. My first thought of moving back was like, this is a step backwards in my process of growing and learning and growing my personality and my being as it is. Like when I think about it, it's not really a step backwards. It could be just a necessary step to take that leap again and move further forward. Yeah, we shouldn't be too negative about moving back with their parents, and we shouldn't let our ego tell us that it is a step backwards, because it's all, like as I said, it's a really big chance again to just live with your parents and enjoy their presence, and they can enjoy your presence as well, because most likely after that I probably will never move back in with my parents again. And that's also what I thought when I moved out the first time, because when you moved out the first time, chances are that you're moving back pretty slim. If you move back, I guess you should enjoy the time over there. These are my thoughts on moving back to my parents' house. If you also are in this position right now, don't get frustrated. Things are going your way. You're just going the steps you have to do. It will help you in the process, and just enjoy your time with your parents as long as they are there. Don't be scared of moving back with your parents. It could be maybe the best thing again I could have done. And who knows how long I'm going to be there. Maybe I will be there for a pretty short amount of time and move back out again. So if you like this video, guys, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to support what I'm doing and my videos on YouTube. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and I will always answer the comment back. So don't hesitate. And yeah, see you guys next time. Shook out.
Sitze on der Floor, bin bewusst, bau mir ein imaginäres Vorbild, verschluckt, schweife ab, Memories rücken vor, greife zum Phone, setze die Zeitmaschine über die Ohren, bin zwar home, aber auch irgendwie